Greetings, fellow captains. Welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hivehound. And, well, today's episode's going to go one of two ways. You're either going to love it or you're going to unsubscribe. So, let's see exactly how that's going to go. Basically, after the stream on Monday with Mooster, I also teamed up with another World of Warships player, Shapeshifter, and well, we were playing and we decided to have a little bit of fun and see how it would go out. We were thinking, what's the evilest, nastiest platoon you could imagine? What is the worst thing you can see on a map in World of Warships? And, well, a division of Atlantas. Love them or hate them. Don't get me wrong, the Atlanta is incredibly frustrating to play against. It's fun to play. Yes, you can be deleted very quickly. But, oh, yeah, here goes. Let's see how this goes. So, obviously, a platoon of Atlantas, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to group together. That's 48 guns firing at any ship at any given time. The Atlanta doesn't do massive damage, but times that by 3, you're going to see some. You're going to see a couple of battleships start sweating when they realise exactly what's going on and the fact that we're all communicating clearly with each other. I've removed the sound because there was a lot of chatter, a lot of laughing, and I'll probably put the raw footage up so you can hear it. So Shapeshifter decides to take the lead for our division, which, fair enough, he's an absolutely fantastic player. So we're creeping in. We're holding our fire currently until we get spotted, and we're picking we're picking on the turpits originally. As you can see, Shapeshifter starts firing, as well as Mooster has a salvo in the air. There's my first salvo away, and yeah, as you can see, the sky is more or less orange with Atlanta shell fire, and just look how quickly the turpits is losing its health. Obviously, we are taking a lot of fire from a lot of directions, so we peel off behind, but we've taken out a quarter. A quarter of the turpits' health already. So some finesse in you this driving. Look at that. Woof. Not even a scratch. As we obviously we're taking fire. We decide. Well, I decided at this point actually. Well, there's an enemy Atlanta. That should probably get deleted. A friendly destroyer drops us some smoke to relieve some of the pressure that we were under right there at the start. As you can see, 18,000 damage already. For an Atlanta, I don't think that's that bad. We're still gaining damage from a fire that we set on the enemy Atlanta. So Mayoko is a little bumping and grinding going on there between myself and Mooster, as the Miyoko becomes the next focus. I'm trying to turn to get my guns around, but as you can see, once again the orange sky with the 48 high explosive shells being almost constantly in the air, and I think that was the end of that Mayoko. It didn't finish that engagement. So we've got a turpits closing in. Myself and Shapeshifter both have exactly the same idea, and that's to prepare to launch torpedoes because he is very close. And unfortunately, myself and Mooster again have another collision. Shapeshifter's torpedoes are on their way, but the turpits is slowing down and turning as he comes round the corner. 2-3 Atlantas firing on him. We're being targeted, as you can tell. We have can't remember the name of that perk. If anyone knows what that perk it is, chuck it in the chat. the perk that tells you exactly how many ships are aiming at you. It's a bloody brilliant perk. We're taking some some attempted return fire from the enemy Atlanta as we back up, as we're looking to cause some damage to that Bismarck as he brazenly strolls down the middle. We're probably going to be within secondary gun range, but as long as he keeps on pointing forward, he's not going to have that many guns firing at us. But so let's continue the hunt. Where are you, Bismarck? He should be detected any second. We've slowed down because there we go, and we've picked up the Bismarck in our sights. I pull forward a bit too hard, unfortunately. As you can see, I believe that shapeshifter there in front of me doing the same maneuver, slowly backing up to get the Bismarck into range. Obviously, we're trying to stay in the cover. Nobody wants to straight up fight a Bismarck in Atlanta. Every 36 seconds, one of us could be deleted. Is it 36 seconds to reload on the Bismarck? I think it's quicker, actually. But every salvo is potentially the death, and Shapeshifter lets loose with his torpedoes, and we'll see how they pan out. The Atlanta, so we switch straight to armor piercing for this Atlanta. We get 3 citadels with our first salvo. I think, is that 5? That 5 citadels we absolutely murdered him with. So the Bismarck is obviously very happy that we're in his secondary battery range. He set us on fire. We have some return torpedoes from the Atlanta. We pull a very, very hard turn and just manage to put it off. At this point, the Bismarck's, he's kind of close. They're kind of all busy fighting our team. Shall we push the Bismarck? Shall we rush the Bismarck with 3 Atlantas? How could this possibly go wrong? So we have Shapeshifter up on the inside of me, Mooster to the rear, and we are motoring out. We are gonna we're gonna put these 42 guns to work. The Bismarck has obviously used his hydroacoustic search. Even though it's a radar symbol, that means we're detected by either hydroacoustic or by radar, but it is actually the Bismarck's hydroacoustic search. We do stop and change plan because there is a full health Iowa. An Iowa who has managed this entire battle to get that close and not a single person on our team to cause any sort of damage whatsoever. So, as you can see again, that orange rain of terror. I do like the fact I noticed that it does separate your shots from everyone else's. See how mine are like a golden orange as opposed to a more of a dull yellow? That's actually really good because I can adjust my aim off seeing where my shots are landing, whereas instead of adjusting my aim based off, well, whatever, guesstimating out of the 42 shells, which set of those are mine. So the Iowa turns and runs away. We do spot that we have a shot on the Atlanta, so obviously we're going to send some love in his general direction. We'd be lucky on a first salvo to hit, but we decide to continue our campaign of hatred on the Bismarck now. Back to our original plan, as Shapeshifter is the first to open fire. I spend a few more seconds lining up my shots, and Muster is about to also engage very, very shortly. There we go. And once again, the 42 guns of the Atlanta platoon are hard at work on this Bismarck, whose life expectancy was seriously reduced after we came around that corner. And now we have the Gneisenauer, another full health battleship, this deep into the game, which I find surprising. We set him on fire. Obviously, the very first thing he does is puts the fires out. Obviously, his repair party's going to have a bit of a cooldown. I see Shapeshifter launched his torpedoes. I didn't think the Bismarck was going to continue driving in a manner that was going to let us torpedo him, but apparently so. So we set off our torpedoes. Obviously, I think he's coming in to try and torpedo us. I think that might be his plan. As we have our opposite number, the other Atlanta on the enemy team. So obviously we switched straight away to AP. He was broadside, but then obviously he turned away, and we get a couple of hits on the Gneisenauer with our torpedoes, scoring 3 hits. He's not dead, but I'm sure that'll come to an end soon. So he's bow on, so we switch back to AP on the enemy Atlanta. Not entirely sure at this point where what everyone else is shooting at, because I seem to be the only one. So right, Atlanta down. Iowa is next. You can see that Shapeshifter firing at the Atlanta. I think, unfortunately, yes, that's what happened. We actually lost Muster to the Gneisenauer, so it's just myself and Shapeshifter left in the division. As we continue to, as we absolutely pagger the Iowa. The Iowa just took a very, very big hit from one of our teammates as I pick up the Confederate medal as we hit just over 100,000 damage. Now the Iowa is using the Atlanta, it seems, as some kind of shield. An effective tactic, maybe. We'll soon see. I don't think it's gonna save him, but it might block a couple of torpedoes on their way in, and that's the battle. So a really good game. I think between Muster was unlucky not to pick up any kills, but between myself and Shapeshifter, we picked up quite a lot. I picked up 4. And Shapeshifter picked up 3. So it's 7 out of the possible 9 kills picked up by the two of us there. So thank you very much for watching. That was a great amount of fun. And well, until next time, if you haven't unsubscribed, I'll see you then. Take care.